Hey family, what's going on? Klaus here, and welcome back to Surviving with Mekanism, where guys, I know this is only one day between episodes, and I usually go out with these videos every other day or so, but last episode we put together the Qio system, in which I now have a decent amount of large amounts of item. I got 30,000 yellow cake uranium and 25,000 fluorite, and you know, just slowly dipping my toes into the Qio system. But I wanted to make this video very quickly and get it out as quickly as I could, because I now understand the Qio Redstone adapter. And it is amazing what you can do with this thing. So if you guys have been following along, then you guys know what was going on here last time. If you are not, you know, a typical viewer of the series, then this may be a little bit confusing to you. Please make sure to watch the other videos. But basically what I had here, guys, is I had this enrichment chamber, which is sucking out this uranium. It was going through a bin and then down to a quantum teleporter, and then it was sending the yellow cake uranium that this thing was making straight to my fission reactor. And that was awesome. But then I started letting it just run like crazy, and it was dumping all the yellow cake uranium into my portable, or my Qio dashboard. Now, something that happened, I was doing a little bit of reading and research, and I learned how the Redstone adapter works. And it's actually quite simple. I wasn't getting it because I don't really fully understand the whole redstone detection thing. But basically, normally, if I'm out here doing work or whatever, I just ignore redstone detection. It's just the way it's always set up. But if you set it up to where it's set to, let's say, normal, then this machine will only run if it receives a redstone signal. If you set it to inverted, then it will stop running if it gets a redstone signal. And then you're back to ignored. So and that's very relevant, because right now I have this elite enriching factory set to inverted, which means that when this redstone adapter gets a signal, it turns the machine off. And so it's not running right now because I have it set to, once the yellow cake uranium hits 30,000 units, it turns off. Or technically it turns on, and because it's set to inverted, it turns the machine off. I'm gonna make a very complex system for all of this today, and it's gonna be amazing. So guys, automated crafting. We're gonna be taking advantage of multiple quantum or formulaic assemblicators. And first of all, I want to do it for teleportation cores, because I go through these things all the time, and it's really annoying to have to make these. So let's go ahead and grab everything that I'm gonna need to make this. And we're just going to set this up in some corner somewhere. So, you know, all of these machines kind of have to be dedicated. And it's gonna be great because once I get this set up, I don't have to do it again. Like it is over. So let's go ahead and make an empty crafting formula. So I've got the Formulaic Assemblicator and the actual crafting formula. And you know what, let's set this thing down right here. Also, by the way, I added on another Metallurgic Infuser onto my system, by which is making all of these infused alloy, reinforced alloy, and atomic alloys. All three of these are coming in handy. I may end up connecting, you know, the outputs of these to the Qio system, but for now I'm fine with just running over and grabbing them when I need them. But I did make this Metallurgic Infuser for basic control circuits, with this thing bringing in osmium and it receiving the redstone from this enrichment chamber, because having just basically unlimited basic control circuits is amazing. But I'm gonna use this quantum teleporter and the power, and we are going to automatically craft the teleportation cores. Let's go ahead and grab that out of there, put that down, and I'm gonna try to remember how this goes. Oh, these are all on the corners, that's right, okay. And then atomic alloys, there we go. Okay, so this is, and you guys have seen the Formulaic Assemblicator. If you haven't, then listen up, because this thing's amazing. So first things first, I'm gonna set stock control on, because I forgot to do that in the past and it was awful. Oh, I just remembered this. This is gonna feel shoehorned and kind of random, but from the last episode, I mentioned that slime doesn't spawn until it's a new moon. I was exact opposite. It's actually the full moon. I had comments and I had people on Discord telling me that I was backwards on that. So I did actually go, and I think I got like 36 slime balls or something like that, because the moon turned to full over a few days. and it was really helpful. So yeah, just a heads up for those of you that watch the daily series or the episode by episode series. I now know what I did wrong with the slime situation. But okay, so the Formulaic Assemblicator. Now that I have the crafting formula, it's set up to where it's going to automatically make all of these things. I now have to bring the things in, right? And so to bring the things in, oh, I have a redstone adapter right there. That's awesome. I have to make an exporter, a Qio Exporter, which we talked about last episode, but it's essentially a way by which we can pull our stuff out, export out of our Qio storage system. So I'm gonna go grab a bunch of wood because I never do have enough for these episodes. Looks like it's dark, so I'm gonna go ahead and sleep. And yeah, this is chaos. All right, so let's grab some wood. All right, I've just got plenty of wood. And let's just get a whole bunch of wood, right? Let's make a stack of it, or a decent amount. Okay, so I need an export. I need a piston, so that means I need cobblestone. I'm really close to just transforming everything into Qio, like moving everything to my Qio system. But for now, I am stubborn, and I still don't wanna, even though I do think it is a better system. What else did I need for the exporter? Lead, a teleportation core, and an ultimate control circuit. Okay, well, I've got the lead. I made extra of all of these things up here, so I'm not running out because I wanted to make sure I had plenty for this episode. And I do have to make the teleportation core, which is unfortunate because I wanted to keep the parts in my inventory, but I guess I'm not going to. Piston. Oh, I don't need to make it. Qio Exporter. There we go. All right, so if I place this Qio Exporter, and it's going to bringing in, exporting from my Qio system. I keep saying it that way because it's easy to confuse the two. So I'm going to be setting this to storage, okay? And then I also need to tell it to bring in these particular items. So I gotta go get a sample of all of these, like the red, or the lapis, the gold, the diamond, the atomic alloy. And now I've got to set up all of these, and it's going to be bringing in all these. And lapis. It doesn't need redstone, right? No, it doesn't. Okay, so now it is set up to actually bring in these items, which is great. I haven't turned it. Oh, okay, it's already bringing in gold. Fantastic. Now I've got stock control on, which essentially sets it up to where certain slots are dedicated to certain slots up here. There's 18 here, so, and there's only 9 here, so notice that there's 1 for diamond, and there's 2 for diamond down here. Just make sure that your items don't get confused and discombobulated. It's fantastic. So, now that we have done that, I need to set up then an importer, and the importer is going to send the items out. So first things first, I gotta make a regular piston. I get to go show off my slime balls. Because I got lots of them. Check this out, 40. Oh, wow. See, told you, I did some work. Importer, sticky piston, there we are. And then I've gotta make another teleportation core, which I don't have enough items. Oh my gosh, let me just grab all this. I'm tired of having to go back and forth. This is why this system is great, because it's just going to automate all of this stuff, and it's going to be fantastic. Okay, already got the lead, I think, but what I don't have is... I'm just going to grab a few of those just for today. Okay, so that should be it. Oh, I didn't get the lead. Okay, well, give me that. Okay, our importer should be set up, and there we go. Okay, so we're going to use this importer. We're going to send the items that this thing crafts into our system. So I'm going to set this to storage as per usual, and because I just want to pull out everything this thing makes, and it's only going to be making 1 item, I don't have to set up a filter. I can just set it to on. So now, if I were to, let's say, dump some gold, dump some lapis, dump some atomic alloys, I think that's everything actually, lapis, gold, yes. So I can actually set this up, actually, for some reason I feel like this should fill up automatically. Am I missing something? I don't think I'm missing anything. It's weird. All right, well, I'm gonna manually, I guess, place these items down. And then we are going to demonstrate how this thing is going to automatically craft the items. Bam, just like that. And now notice how it went in, but it automatically disappeared, and that's because it is now here, this teleportation core. So this is awesome. So now what we need to do is make a logic adapter, a redstone adapter, which I've already made. It's actually very expensive. 4 polonium pellets, 2 ultimate control circuits, a teleportation core, redstone dust, and a redstone torch. I didn't understand why the redstone torch was there. I do now. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna place this baby down and obviously set it to here. And then I need to make, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this teleportation core out of here because I have to tell it to look for teleportation cores. So now it's saying there's 0 stored, there's no trigger count just yet, but if I were to throw this teleportation core in there, now you'll notice the store count is 1. So I want this thing to make 8. Why not? All right, let's just have this thing make 8 teleportation cores. There you go. All right, so now it's going to set off a signal once we get 8 of these things in there. Now I'm gonna set this redstone detection to inverted. So now what it will do is, and actually I just thought of something. I just realized if I put this on here, I wonder if this will work. I've actually never tried this before. Let's set that there. Trigger count for the teleportation core. If this works, I'll explain it. Don't worry. Yeah, okay. And then if I set this to inverted. Okay, and now if I throw this back in here, trigger count 8. Cool. All right, so here's what just happened. It looks dumb, mind you, it's stupid looking, but what this will do is because I put the redstone adapter on this exporter, what it will do is once there are 8 of these teleportation cores in my storage, which I've got 1, it's going to turn off the signal to my exporter. So it's no longer going to be filling items into this Formulaic Assemblicator. That's awesome because that means that I won't have a whole bunch of resources stuck in here. The only reason why I care is because of the atomic alloys. They're not cheap to make. I don't want there to be 4 stacks of them constantly stuck in my Assemblicator. Okay, so I think that will do it. Now I just need to fill my storage up with these things, set it to auto mode, and we are good to go. Actually, wait a minute. What do I have? Okay, I've got the diamond already in here. Yeah, I've already got the diamond in here. Okay, so if I set it to craft single item, boom, it'll go in. I can also craft the available items, and there you go, it made 13, or I can set it to auto mode. Now it's set to auto mode. I'm gonna pull the atomic alloy and I'll pull everything out of here because notice how the items are not flooding in, and that's because this thing is noticing that there's more than 8, and so it set off a signal and it's turned off my exporter. But if I actually come in here and if I pull out these teleportation cores, then it gets back to work. And of course I don't have the items in here. Let's put the gold, the redstone, the atomic alloys. Let's put them all in there and it's going to, oh, and the lapis, forgot the lapis. I don't have enough lapis. Where's my lapis, bro? I'm just gonna put a bunch of it in there while I'm at it. There we go. So now notice how the teleportation cores are developing. It's going to 16. Did I say 16 or 8? I said 8. I wonder why it kept going, but it did stop. It did actually stop. It's probably just because it pulled in too many items and it automatically crafts them. But notice how it did stop. And so now if I put these teleportation cores in there, it doesn't have a problem. But if I pull them out, then it starts making more pretty much immediately. Right where, oh, I'm out of atomic alloy, that's why. It filled up the lapis, but it doesn't have enough atomic alloy for it to work here. Let's pull out a stack. This is for demonstration purposes, so it's worth it. And let's throw this in there. There we go. So now we should start seeing some teleportation cores pop up in no time. Am I missing something? Oh, gold, duh. Oh man, so this is a big part of why I'm thinking it may be worth it for me to just chunk all of my stuff in here. Just because, you know, just because. But notice how now I've got 20, I've got lots of teleportation cores. It tries to stop, but if it has enough stuff that just happens to pop in here, it's going to craft it. So that's okay. I don't really mind. I like that it stops. I like that it will stop and then it will continue if I run out of teleportation cores. So there you go. I've automated the crafting of the teleportation core. Now I think that there's no atomic alloys in here right now, so let me pull this out. I'm actually curious to see if I can make this look a little bit nicer. Can I make it like, is that better? Unfortunately, it didn't keep the trigger, but yeah, let's do 8 as a trigger. Sorry, I got a notification on my phone. I just wanted to make sure everything was okay. All right, so there you go. So this is our system for automating teleportation cores. So now let's get to the part that I actually wanted to do today, and that is the automation of the ultimate induction cell. All right, the ultimate induction cell. This is part of another crafting recipe, if I can find it, or maybe it's part of. Oh, it's the providers that we need, not the cells. Cool. I noticed that when looking at antimatter last episode, I needed some purple boxes. I thought this was the cells, but it's just the providers, which isn't that bad, to get the gravitational modulating unit. And this is not cheap to make, but it's not as bad, actually, as the other one. So to automate this, we need to break it down to the very basics, right? We need to make the basic energy cubes, and we need to be able to make just as many as we can, really. But to automate that, we need to automate energy tablets. And I've already got an automation for infused alloy, so that I should be able to work with that. So first things first, I need another formulaic assemblicator. I've only got one, so that's not cool. But we're gonna make another formulaic assemblicator right there, and I'm gonna add that to my list over here. That way it's a little bit easier to find. But first things first, let's make a crafting table, and let's make a steel casing, which of course I don't have the stuff for. Actually, I've got one steel casing over here. Oh boy. Okay. I've already got the steel casing. I don't need to make another one. Chests. Okay, I've got the wood for that. Very good. And the last thing I need is some more steel and some more basic circuits. And then there we go. Presto, we have the Formulaic Assemblicator. Now, I don't know how this thing is working without power. I just realized we need to probably connect it, shouldn't we? Where is my, yeah, there's my power cables. There we go. Now this whole thing is probably going to be a pretty complicated chain of machinery. So I probably will want to bring an independent, actually the energy's right there. So I might like, here's what I'll do. I'll just pull the power over like so, and then we're gonna run it down the line here. So first things first, I want to make gold tablets. And so to make gold tablets, I think I've actually got one here. Energy tablets, not gold tablets. This is it right here. I've already got a crafting formula set up for it. So there we go, we have it. Now I need to make an exporter. I should probably make several of these exporters, to be honest with you. I'm gonna grab some redstone. Should probably take a lunch break. Also, many of you guys are very upset with me for not making the mecha suit. I am getting there, guys. I'm getting there as quickly as I can. Believe me, you. All right, so I've already got the teleportation core. I've actually got a bunch of those. Let's actually grab half of those out of there. That's awesome. See, that's the best part right there. I didn't have to think about it. I just had to do it. That's awesome. So polonium. I'm actually running out of polonium. I'm gonna have to make some more polonium. I'm gonna pull all but one out. Okay. I'm gonna have to make more polonium before I make the mecha suit, because otherwise we're not gonna be very successful. Because you do have to have quite a bit of it. But there we go. There is our exporter, and this exporter is going to bring items in to this machine here. I'm gonna go ahead and set it to that. Now I need gold, redstone, and infused alloy. So gold, redstone, and let's just grab, yeah, let's grab a stack of that. Okay. So, item stack, gold, redstone, infused alloy. Awesome. And then before we actually start doing that, stock control needs to be turned on. Awesome. Now, I'm confused about why it's not actually working. Maybe it's because it's set to output. There we go. Now it's set to input, and now it's going to start receiving all of the items that it needs to. Notice how the redstone kicks over to the power. That's not a problem. It's just weird. You know, it's just a weird thing. So I'm going to also send in an importer because I want to import the infused alloy. So let me make another piston. Importer. Make it a sticky piston. And then I should have everything in my inventory. There we go. All right, and this is where my infused alloy is, so I need to set up the importer here. All right, and this is going to kick off my importer. Now I do have to set up an adapter here, which is a problem because I don't have enough. This is not good. I mean, maybe I can set up a I'm trying to think about how I'm going to do this here because I am bringing in the iron from this slot here. I mean, I might just have to have a hole up above because remember, this is just a roof line. If I actually chop this out, you can see everything below. So I can't really get anything underneath without it looking really bad. So you know what? I'm going to have to make another system for this. No, I've got to have it automatic right now. I have to. Okay, well, you know what? That's just the way it's going to have to be for now. I will make it work. So let's go ahead and set this to storage. And I'm going to set a filter. And then this needs to be set to output on the bottom. And it should be working now. It's not working though. What's the deal, yo? What's the dealio? That's obviously output. That's output. That's output. Eject is on is auto. So, oh, I'm sorry, not the bottom. Jeez, no, the front. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so now it's just gonna crank these babies out. So what I need to do is, I guess I need to set up another logic adapter. I keep calling it that. It's actually just a redstone adapter, and I should have everything in my inventory except for, I don't have any sticks. I now have a whole stack of sticks down here. Let's go ahead and sleep. I'm making a ton of infused alloys right now, which is fine, because honestly, you can always use them. But let's go ahead and grab some sticks. I'm gonna make this torch. And let's make this redstone adapter again. Very, very nice. All right, and let's take this off. Let's put this redstone adapter on, and I'm gonna set it to storage, and I'm gonna set it to read infused alloy. Now, for some reason, oh, all the infused alloy is going over there. Cool. Okay, so the infused alloy, I want you to stop at 64. That's what I want you to do. Cool. And let's set this to inverted. Although it will be kind of annoying because if this thing does get to 64, it'll stop making, well, actually that might work. I might have to like separate these two machines. I might have to have like a separate machine simply for this alloy. Yep, that's what I'm gonna have to do. Yeah, because otherwise I'd have to separate these machines. Otherwise, so what would happen is if I ended up with 64 infused alloy in my inventory, then this thing would shut off. Even if this metallurgic infuser, like let's say I pull out these atomic alloy and it, you know, it kicks off and it needs more infused alloy, it wouldn't get any because this machine would be turned off because I have 64 infused alloy in my portable Qio dashboard. So instead of doing it that way, I'm going to set up an independent system over here that will work. So I'm gonna make an infuse. I always forget the name. Metallurgic Infuser. Okay, that's not too bad. I can make 2 of these. And the only thing I'm missing is the osmium. There's that, and then the Enrichment Chamber is the other one. Enrichment Chamber, there we go. I've got a single steel casing. Okay, I'm gonna grab all the things that I need to make a bunch of steel casing. Let's make a bunch of them. There we go. And that should be it. Okay, so I've got the machines that I need to just do this outright and make kind of like a separate system for this over here, and I might be able to use them, you know, I might be able to like set this up on the side here. That way I can like double dip on what they're doing and the purpose for them. So the enrichment chamber, which is going to receive redstone, and this is of course going to receive iron, and then it'll send the items where I want them. And of course I don't want these to interact. There we go. All right, so enrichment chamber, it's going to kick out items to the left. And this one has to accept yellow on the left, input on the top, output on the left. I'm sorry, on the right, the extra. So when it comes to the Metallurgic Infuser, the yellow is the extra. That is the fuel or the infusement, whatever. And then the metal, so this is gonna be the redstone. And then the red is the iron. So I need to make 2 exporters. Like I said, I probably should have made just a whole bunch of these. Just gonna make a bunch of pistons just because I keep using them all. Let's make 2 of these exporters. 1 exporter will be for redstone. So set storage, set there, and there we go. Okay, so now we're pulling redstone out of the world. It's gonna kick over to here, and then the exporter here needs to be iron. And there we go. We are now making infused alloy. So now I need to set up an importer, and that's going to send the infused alloy into the system. Actually, I've already got one. Perfect. And it's already set up. That's awesome. So now if I set up this redstone adapter, set it on this side of the whole thing. Oh, I didn't have it set on the right frequency. There we go. So now it's going to kind of keep track of what's going on, and if I get to 64 infused alloy in the system, then it'll shut off. And of course I've got to set the machine to inverted that way. And of course I'm not ejecting items the way I'm supposed to. It is set to output, so I'm a little bit confused right now. Oh, somehow that didn't get set. That was weird. There we go. Okay, so I didn't have this thing set on the right frequency. Sweet. So now this thing is watching, and okay, what is taking my infused alloy? Is it still you? It's still him. Okay, we need to make some speed upgrades. This is ridiculous. Let's just do an entire stack of osmium. Make a crazy amount of speed upgrades while we're here. This is awesome though. This is gonna be so good. I'm gonna try to get as far as I can here today, guys. It may be a long episode, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. It is worth every single second of doing this. Okay, speed upgrades. I am dealing with an overabundance of items in my inventory right now, so bear with me. Just gonna make the speed upgrades that I need for this particular set of machines. That, and there is that. There we go. Okay, so this should keep cranking. As soon as this machine fills up with infused alloy, then it will fill this up. Actually, it'll send items to my storage system, and then once it senses that there's 64, a full stack of the infused alloy in there, it will stop. Cool. Okay, so now we've already got all this kind of automated. I've already made all that, so I need to start working on what is next after the energy cubes, because now it's going to auto mode on. I should probably set an importer. Should probably build another importer. Yeah, let's set up an importer. Okay, so this is going to be, this is my sticky piston. I've got everything I need except for this. Gotta put away this crafting formula. This is taking up space unnecessarily. And remember, I've got a personal chest, so if I can, maybe I can like temporarily stuff some stuff away. Is there anything in here that I'm not using regularly? Or you know what? No, because I've put, if I actually made a mistake and I put this infused alloy in here, actually wait, I think it'll get pulled out, right? Ah, okay. Yeah, look. So I filled it in manually. This thing sucked it out, and now it's filling up. So if I were to put my infused alloy in here, check this out. This thing would stop, and it did. That is epic, dude. That is so epic. Okay, what was I doing? I need to make an importer. I need these purple squares. There we go. So now what this thing is going to do, it's going to start kicking out energy tablets, and of course I need it to make one. So, why is this set to... It's set to auto mode, but for some reason it's not actually working. Ah, fill grid, cool. Auto mode is set to off. Okay, I'm gonna make a single item because I need to set this up. First things first, I gotta set the frequency. I did throw it on the ground because I'm crazy that way. Set up the tag, and there you go. So now it's gonna start sending energy tablets as it goes. So I'm gonna set it to auto mode, and there we go. Energy tablets should start kicking out the left as soon as I set it up to actually do so. There we go. So the energy tablets are now kicking out to the left, which is perfect. Now I need to make another one of those redstone logic thingies. I always call it logic. It has nothing to do with logic. Actually, it's extremely logical, but the name has nothing to do with it. And we're going to put this thing on top. Actually, if I set it on top like so, then it'll control, it won't like fill this machine up with a bunch of garbage. Actually, this stuff is not all that valuable. Hold on a second. I'm gonna throw this right up here. And so, we're gonna set this up to where, obviously, it has to be on the right frequency. We're gonna scan for these things, and the storage count's already at 29. Let's just say we're gonna have that set to 64. It's gonna create a frequency, which means I gotta set this to inverted. So now, once we get 64 of these energy tablets in here, then, and notice how they do stack, this is so smart. As soon as it gets to 64, this thing will turn off. So there you go, that is step one. It took a long time to get there, but I finally have automatic energy tablets, which is so great. I use them so much. So, ultimate provider. Remember, I need 2 of these things. So, what were we trying to do? We were trying to get to basic energy cubes. We already did the energy tablets, so I need to actually automate steel casings as well. So maybe I can do it kind of along this line where this is like the preliminary stuff. So let's drop this down like so. Obviously, I've got to make another Metallurgic Infuser. That's for the steel. And then, of course, the Assemblicator. So, Infuser. If I can make a couple of these, this should be really, really simple. There we go. And then the Assemblicator. Assemble. So, steel casing. I actually have a bunch of those, so I'm good there. I need another chest. I don't have the wood. Actually, I do have the wood. I just don't have the wood. The right version of the wood. Personal chest. Let's just throw these logs in here just for now. Make a chest. Let's make a crafting table. And that should be it. There we go. Okay, so I've got the machines that I need for this. I'm going to set the Metallurgic Infuser there and the crafting table there. This thing is going to be receiving coal and iron. Actually, I need an enrichment chamber as well, because I want to enrich my coal. Which I have everything, so that made it easy. Alright, so I need to receive, which means I need to make 2 exporters. I should have mass produced these things, shouldn't I? Make a few more pistons. Actually, okay, I'm gonna make 4 pistons. That's cool. Exporter. I should have everything in my inventory to make both of these. They do not stack because they are both special. All right, and so this is going to be receiving coal. This one's going to be receiving iron, and then this one's going to kick it out, but I'll deal with that in a minute. So first things first, I got to get the coal. Go ahead and grab a stack of that. Got to set the frequency. Okay, and then item stack coal. There we are. And now it will slowly start to enrich it. And it has to output it on the right. We can go ahead and clear all of that stuff. It's going to come into here. I have to receive yellow on the right and input on the top. And of course, we're going to automatically eject as well. And I just realized we actually have to have a smelter too. So these are, we're going to have to move these out to make the steel, like, actually steel. So, is this the right one? No. Yep, that's it. Okay. Yeah, okay, so the Metallurgic Infuser will go here. I place this down. I'm gonna need iron to pop out, so, or pop in. So let's set the frequency. Item stack iron. And now it should be bringing in and start to create steel. Oh, I've got to run it through twice, don't I? Oh my goodness. Wow, okay, this is complicated. I like this. Okay, let's go make another one, which means I need to move it again? Oh my goodness. This is annoying. I could just put this on top, that's fine. Here, let's just move this. Place this on top. And done. Okay, so remember, to get steel, you have to run a Metallurgic Infuser and an Enriched Iron, and then you have to run Enriched Iron through another Metallurgic Infuser, or the same one. That's usually how I've always done it, but this time we're gonna do it a different way. And this is cool because this is gonna give me a chance to actually be able to mass produce Enriched Iron too, which is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and slap this down. I'm gonna have to make another exporter, which should work because I've got everything in my inventory already. So, exporter down. We need to bring in more coal. I don't know about you guys, but this kind of thing, pretty flippin' awesome. I'm gonna make this yellow. Oh, you know what? Oh, man. Guys, uh-oh. I don't want regular coal, I want enriched coal. I wonder if I could send this into the system. I'm trying to think of a way that I can swing this enriched iron or enriched carbon and throw it into here. Oh geez, because I don't want to use regular carbon, or regular coal. That's like such a waste, you know? I'm thinking it through here. I'm thinking some logistical transport is actually maybe the easiest way to do this. So I've got a few. So if we drop this down just like so, and then change this to off. And if I get you to output the front, then this thing can receive in the front, okay. This thing also has to output to the left. This thing has to input from the right. But I need the carbon to come through. So, okay, I think I've got it figured out. I'm gonna set this to where it will come out and go in. And I'm assuming once this is finished, like once this is filled up, it'll start to share a little bit. And then this steel needs to go through the automatic, or the smelter. Man, that making steel like this is actually way more complicated than I was expecting it to be. Like, way more complicated. Okay, Energized Smelter. So you, my friend, are going to receive from the right. You're going to kick off to the left. And eject. There we go. This thing's making our steel. And then our steel is going to have to be fished into the Formulaic Assemblicator with a few other items. Oh man, this is brutal, bro. Crazy. And then I also have to tell it not to, you know, make it for 10,000 years. So I gotta like really control how it's going. So first of all, we have this osmium. Let's make some speed upgrades. So 1, 2, 3. Let's do 4 because I don't want to do too many right now. So let's do 4. I need the some of that. I need some of that. Gonna make as much as it'll let me hold. Okay. I think I dropped a bunch of stuff. Yeah. So I did 3. Let's do 1 more just to help the poor little guy out, okay? Oh, okay. I made them all. Oops. There we go. And then this, of course, is not kicking off the items. Let's hit output. But this isn't going to be receiving just yet because I don't want it to fill everything up with steel. I just want it to fill up the appropriate spots with steel. I think we've got this set up now. I don't want to speed this one up just yet either, but let's put the spare speed upgrades in here just temporarily. I'm holding on to so much stuff. Let's just dump everything for now. I'll grab it out in a moment. I just needed to clear the air a little bit. Okay. Grab this glass too. Very good. Okay, so now that that's done, I need to make the steel casing thing, unless this is already done. Steel and energy. Nope. Brick, coal, nether quartz, redstone, dust, energy, steel casing. Oh! Redstone, dust, energy, tablet, iron, ingots, and steel casing. That might be energy cube. Hold on. Energy cube. That's it! Nice! I already have the crafting formula for the energy cube. That's perfect. But what I don't have is steel casing. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of these. We're gonna make it. I'm gonna need some osmium. I'm gonna need a single piece of osmium. Do I have any? I have none. Wow. Well, I'm gonna take one of those. I'm gonna take, just for to simplify this part. Let's put this crafting formula in here. Pretty sure the glass goes on the corners. The steel goes on the faces. And the osmium, nope, okay, we got these backwards. You never know. I have the hardest time with this. Okay, so encode formula. Very good. Just want to see this work here. Stock control on. Now we're golden. Fill the grid. Craft single item. There we go. Steel casing. Done. Perfect. Okay, so eject is set up. You need to be accepting in the right. So now our steel is going to automatically feed into here. We also need to bring in glass and osmium, which means I need another exporter. Okay, pretty much everything is in here. Piston, polonium, teleportation core, ultimate control circuit. I think that was it. And lead. Cool. Very good. All of this just for steel casings. Isn't that crazy? So You need to bring in item stack item stack osmium. Okay, I've got plenty of osmium and glass, which I don't have any glass in the system yet. You know what? Let's throw a bunch of it in there while we're here. There we go. Okay, this thing. Okay, so glass, osmium, and then you need to input from the top. Okay, so yeah, it should be bringing in everything that it needs right now. That's perfect. I'm a little confused though, isn't it? Is it still making, oh! What's the deal? Did I run out of something? Coal. Nope, I've got plenty of coal. Ah, this thing was never set up. Okay, such a complicated system. But again, once you get it set up, dude, it is awesome. Oh, no, no, no. No! No! Not coal. It's supposed to... Dang it, it's supposed to pull this stuff out. Output from the front. Input in the front. Auto eject is turned on. Maybe it's not input. Maybe it is yellow. Yes. Okay. Got it. So now I am inputting. What am I bringing in? Oh, I don't even need this thing up here. That's right. Okay. Okay. Let me get my wrench. That's right. Because, okay, here's what we got here, guys. We have the Enrichment Chamber bringing in coal. It's enriching to enriched carbon. And it's kicking over to here, and through these pipes, kicking over to here. This is bringing in iron through the exporter. It's kicking over the enriched iron, which is going and turning into steel, going through this Energized Smelter, and then pouring into the Formulaic Assemblicator. We got it. We good. We good. So now, what I need is an importer, and, well, there's my... I got a spare exporter now, which is nice. I need an importer and a redstone adapter. And then we are done there. Awesome. So importer. Pretty sure I've got... Okay, so I'm going to need a few things to make this work. Got my cobblestone. I forgot my slime. This is why the Qio needs a crafting table built into it, because it's gonna be quite irritating. But there we go. There's our importer, and then the redstone adapter. All I need is a redstone torch. I'm missing my sticks. There we go. Okay. So the importer. This thing, let's go ahead and turn it on auto mode. Okay. Steel casing, that's what you're going to be watching for. Actually, you're going to be... Actually, we could probably just export everything, can't we? There's no reason why we shouldn't. Go ahead and export everything. And then I'm going to place this redstone adapter on the front. We're going to be frequencing to storage. And watching for steel casings. And of course, this thing also has to be set to output and eject. So now this thing can see 13. Let's say we want to do a full stack of this stuff. So there we go, it is now set up. And let's turn this to inverted. There we go. I do want to use some more speed upgrades. I don't know if I did any in here. I did. Okay, so all these are maxed out. These are maxed out. These are maxed out. And there's no speed upgrades in this one. Okay, well let's give it some. There we go. All right, so guys, what we've set up so far, we are automatically crafting. What am I missing here? Steel is my biggest problem. It's working. It's trying to anyway. Yeah. So, wait, did this thing shut down? Do I already have a full stack of, Ooh, I've already got a full stack of steel casing in here. Wow. That's awesome. So now I'm able to automatically craft steel casing, steel, enriched iron. I'm also automatically crafting, infused alloys, I guess. Yeah, that's what that is. And then, of course, this one is still working on energy tablets, which I've got plenty of. So now, remember this, I should probably put the induction provider over here so we can access it quickly. But to make these, I need to be able to make a whole bunch of energy cubes. To make energy cubes, I need these things. So I need 2 energy tablets, a steel casing, redstone, and an iron ingot. And this is going to be just an assemblicator all by itself. So let's go ahead and make another one. Assemblicator. Once again, go through this whole system. Do I have a steel casing? I do. I don't have steel. I don't have basic control circuits. But there we go. All right, so, where are my cables? Yeah. Okay, assemblicator set down here. This one is going to be receiving, well, we should probably encode this. This is going to give us exactly what we need. I need to make a steel casing. I need to get at least 2 of these energy tablets. 2 of these. 1 of these. No. 1 of these. I don't want a full stack, though. How do I do this? How do I just grab 1? I just want 1. Huh. I guess it just grabs me a full stack. Interesting. Okay, well, so that's that. So I'm going to throw these in there. It should... Let's set up the stock control. Let's fill the empty grid. I also need some redstone, or some iron and some redstone, so let's fill that automatically. There you go. So the Formulaic Assemblicator is set up. So now I need to tell it what to bring in with another exporter. Which I have. Haha! Sweet! Alright, so this thing here... So I need 1 of each of these. And that's it. Wow, there's only 4 things. Cool. Okay. Okay, so that thing is now set up. I don't want to start filling in stuff just yet because I actually want to put the logic adapter on the Qio Exporter. So, not logic adapter, the redstone adapter. So let's make another redstone torch. Let's make another... Okay, I've got no redstone with me. That's fine. I'll just grab some more. Just like so. Okay. And let's set this thing down right on top of this because I want it to... I don't want it to fill this entire assemblicator with stack upon stack upon stack of all of these pieces. It doesn't need to do that. It can be simple. So this thing is set up here. Obviously this here. And then I actually need it now to make 1 of these tablets. So, or not tablets, energy cubes. So let's fill, let's craft, and let's set this here. And then now we're gonna set the frequency to that. Now, how many energy cubes do I want to make? Well, let's make 16 of them. Okay, that works. And now I can come into the Qio Exporter and set this to invert mode or inverse mode. And there we go. So the last thing we need is an importer, and that importer is going to take the energy cubes that it makes and sends it to the Qio system. So first things first, we need a piston. We need it to be sticky. And we need to throw everything else together. And there you go. There's our importer. Bam. All right. And so we're just going to set that to storage. And we're going to set it to bring everything out. Very good. All right. So it should be importing on the right, exporting on the left, auto eject, and auto mode on. There you go. So now it should start bringing in the parts and pieces that it needs, including the energy tablets. There you go. So now it is creating and automatically exporting basic energy cubes. And again, this is all for eventually getting the ultimate induction provider. I actually need 2 of these things, which is not easy to do. So I think that next step is basically the same thing. I just need to make advanced energy cubes. So we just need all the same stuff. Okay, yeah, let's make it. Why not? We have time. We have the technology. So why not? Only thing I'm missing is a steel casing, which, do I have any sitting around somewhere? I do. I have a pretty decent amount of them, actually. That's cool. So let's go ahead and make the Assemblicator. Let's make the importer. I don't have any iron on me. I'm blowing through resources like crazy, guys. But again, having all this automated is worth it. Okay, I'm going to make 2 pistons. I'm going to make one of them sticky. Inventory is too full. What you talking about, Willis? Okay, there's our sticky. I need some more polonium. Uh-oh. Guys, I have run out of polonium. Oh, no. Okay, well, I guess this is a good stopping point. I was getting kind of carried away. We have been at it for an hour now. So, you know, that's a long time. Just gonna put everything in here, I guess. I'm gonna get used to the idea of doing this. At least all the basic stuff. I don't need to throw, like, everything in here, just the basics. Yeah, and then I can pull all this out. Throw this all in here. I am down to 2 polonium pellets. I'm gonna have to make some more for the next episode. But I think that we made really, really great progress, because think about what we did today. Think about what we have now. We have a way to automate enriched carbon. We have a way to automate enriched iron. We have a way to automate steel dust, steel ingots, and of course these steel casings. And of course, you know, I can set up a way to where it'll pull any of these out if I want to. I'm also automatically making enriched alloy. I'm making gold tablets, and I'm making energy cubes. And of course, right now, what are we waiting on? We're waiting on these tablets. This thing should be knocking them out right now. What are we doing? What's the problem? This thing is stuck. There's plenty of energy tablets. There's lots of energy tablets. What's the problem? Oh! It stopped. Why did it stop? Oh, because I only did 16 of these energy cubes. That's right. Yeah, so that stopped, so it doesn't need to keep working. And this thing goes until it's 64 though, so it stopped because it doesn't need to keep working. This thing stopped because I've got the all the infused alloy I need in my inventory. This thing's still working because I've only got, well, I've got enough steel casing now, but now it's going to try to fill the inventory. Which means it's going to continue to crank out all of this stuff until it's finally done. Dang, this is such a tiered system, it's gnarly. So now that we have all of this set up, we're able to automatically make energy cubes. So next time, I'll be working on getting the ultimate induction provider set up, which is basically, I think that's just going to be automating the different energy cube levels, and then also the different induction provider levels, which shouldn't be that hard to do. It's just, it's going to take some doing. It's going to be a long chain of machines, but it's going to absolutely be worth it. That's why I set this up here. This is why I built these so big, because I knew eventually I was going to need them. But I can't do anything until I actually have more polonium pellets, so I got to stop making antimatter if I'm going to be doing this. Go ahead and just set this all down. I don't need that, I don't need that. Everything else can go inside of my dump chest, which that's one of the things I like the most about QIO, or what the things I least like about QIO is instead of having a dump chest, you have to just dump to this portable QIO thing, and it's just weird, and I'm not used to it, and I'm slow to change, so I'm just gonna dump everything in here and let it go up there for now. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me today in this episode. I'm glad to have been able to explain these redstone adapters. They work. You can tell that they work. And yeah, it's doing its thing, and I'm happy about it. So guys, if you liked this video, please like it if you learned something, and if you're enjoying the series, also subscribe if you haven't already for daily gaming videos. Remember that I love each and every one of you, and I will see you all again next time.